So, there's a lot of new scenes in patch 4 to go over. I appreciate you guys giving me the heads up on some of these because otherwise I'm not sure if I would have found them, or at least I wouldn't have found them for a while. You can see this particular scene after doing the whole quest to get the Necromancy of Thay, the book that can be found in the Alchemist's cellar. You'll need to grab the amethyst that's in the Phase Spider Matriarch's lair to open it. Once you have everything you need, you can choose to give it to Astarion. A short scene will play, but the new scene appears after you go to camp for the night. There is a lot of good stuff in here, so I'm going to break it down into chunks so I can go over each piece bit by bit. Let's take a look.
Come on, come on. What are you hiding? Can you summon the dead? Bring them back. Can you shut up and let me read? No, I won't kill them. Well, maybe Shadowheart. I can't. I won't. Now, stop! Stop! Let me go! Hello.
Well, maybe Shadowheart. I was freaking dying. Then I was wondering who he wanted to resurrect so badly. A long-lost love? Maybe family? But then, as I witnessed his harrowing fight with the spirits of the book, I couldn't help but admire his loyalty. I think most playing might wonder at times, would Astarion actually stick by us if his own skin were on the line? It's amazing to hear him fight off the spirits of the book so defiantly, but yet he's still not willing to give it up, even though it's dangerous. I also had to laugh at his comical, oh, hello, as he notices you after shutting the book. Your PC just makes this knowing smile like, oh great. Okay, let's get back to it. There is still a lot more to the scene.
I'm not sure. A Dance with Death, maybe. This is a powerful book of necromancy, but it's guarded by spirits. I barely opened it when they started whispering from the shadows. Now, every time I open it, the voices surge back into my mind. I can't reason with them. They exist to protect that book. Maybe. Maybe not. It's hard to know what's lurking in here. Someone went through a lot of trouble to protect this tome. It has to be something more than a book of cantrips. Still, I doubt this will help us with our parascience. Maybe it's better to put it aside for now.
This part is pretty straightforward. He knows there has to be some good info in the book, and by all means, don't try to take it from him or tell him to leave it alone because you will get his disapproval in return. He will explain more about the noisy inhabitants of the tome and how he doesn't really know what to do to get past them and their intrusions. What's best is that this next dialogue choice allows you to prod a little further into his hopes for the book, and this is where it gets really interesting.
It's a book of necromancy, full of secrets about controlling the dead, returning the dead to life, and who knows what else. Whatever's in here, it might give me an edge over Cazador. Or free me from him entirely. Although I can't make any progress as long as those spirits remember their mission. It seems to be all they know. Still, if nothing else, maybe I can beat Cazador to death with it.
So, he's hoping that something found in the book might help him fight Cazador, maybe in the form of assaulting him with legions of undead zombies. But the next line about freeing him completely really gets me thinking, what if he's trying to cure his vampirism altogether? Remember how I mentioned that he might want to resurrect somebody after the initial dialogue? What if that someone is himself? Returning from the dead in this case might just mean stop being a vampire altogether. I mean, I guess it's highly unlikely he'd find something like that in a tome of necromancy, so maybe that's not it at all. Maybe it's something more like, He wants to bring Cazador back to life so that he can kill him more easily. It could be none of these things, but it's sure fun to try and get inside his head and consider what he might be after. It's likely Astarion himself doesn't even know what he's looking for in that book, just that he knows it's powerful and he needs an edge against Cazador, just like he said. I really like that he seems to know that we'll face Cazador again too, and everyone I see comment here on my videos, and myself of course, can't wait to take him down because man, he's such a jerk and he has treated Astarion so badly. I can't recall seeing such a good lead up to wanting to kill someone in a game for hurting a companion you really cared about, although I can't think of one that's really close. If you guys have played Dragon Age 2 and remember Fenris, he had this crazy lyrium tattoo that had been carved into him quite painfully by his master, a magister named Denarius. He hated mages because of it, and had quite the brooding, angry demeanor throughout the entire game. You can peel away some of the layers of what's happened to him while he was a slave to Denarius though, and the things I remember hearing just pissed me off so much. It all culminates into a showdown in Act 3, where you are given the option to either let Denarius have Fenris, and really what kind of a monster would ever make that choice, or side with Fenris, and he rips Denarius' heart from his chest. It felt pretty good, but I won't deny I would have rather done something a little worse than that, and I really hope we get some good option when it comes to killing Cazador, because he so deserves it. I've also got to say, I remain touched that he would fight off those nasty spirits and resist the urge to try and harm not just my PC, but the rest of the party too. I think it puts more tallies into the Astarion as a softie column. I really appreciated the insight it offers into getting to know our favorite vampire just a little bit more. Did you guys like the new scene? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I also wanted to make a quick shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If any of you would like to join the family, you can click my Patreon link in the info section below. Every little bit helps, and you'll get access to more updates as well as unfiltered content. See you guys later!